Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing a really chatty voiceover, having a bit of a catch up with you guys whilst painting this gouache illustration. I wanted to experiment with gouache paints in this video because it's something that I used to use a lot, particularly when I was at university, and since graduating I've definitely defaulted into using acrylic paints. Not that that's a bad thing because I absolutely love using acrylics, but yeah, there's something so beautiful about the vibrancy and matte finish of gouache paints, so I want to get back into using them more regularly in my practice. So I thought I'd have a little go at it in this video and have a little bit of an experiment, and also experiment a bit with a new colour palette. I definitely have my go-to colours. Those of you that have been following me for a while probably know that I am pretty much obsessed with pink and blue, but I want to kind of experiment and branch out of that palette from time to time, just so that I can be growing in my skills and growing in my artistic journey, I suppose. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. But yeah, I just thought I'd have a little chat with you guys about how I've been doing, have a little catch up, and yeah, just give you guys a little bit of a life update. Not that there's been a whole load of stuff going on in my life, but there have been a few changes, so I thought I'd share them with you guys. So how I've been doing, I have been feeling very, very tired lately and quite overwhelmed by the transition of going back into some sort of normality out of lockdown, as the pandemic slowly starts to ease, which of course I'm very happy about. I'm happy about all these things and very excited, but I've also had quite a lot of kind of anxiety and uncertainty around this change, and I think that seems to have been something that's quite common amongst other people I've spoken to as well, because I guess we've adapted to a new way of living and now that's being changed again, and it just feels kind of weird. And yeah, I've just found it really strange going from one extreme to the other. Even though we have had a bit of a kind of gradual slow transition, it just feels weird. Like particularly going into town for me is like such a weird experience at the moment because it's just so busy and I'm like, oh, there's people everywhere. It's such like a sensory overload, but I'm sure that it's the kind of thing that's going to become more normal as I do it more and as I just readapt to this way of living again. I've also been feeling a bit like anxious and I guess apprehensive about the busyness of life again. During lockdown I've really enjoyed having a bit less stuff on the go, having more free time just to relax and take it easy, because life before lockdown was pretty crazy and chaotic for me. So I'm kind of a bit anxious about what that's going to look like as well as I start transitioning into some sort of normality again, and I can just see my schedule getting really busy and really filled up really quickly, and that just gives me a bit of anxiety, to be honest. But again, I'm sure it's the kind of thing that as time goes on I'll become more used to it and readapt to it. That's something that's very good about us humans, is we're very good at adapting to change, even though it can be a slow process. I think people are often a lot more resilient than they think they are, so that's a bit of a comfort for me. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I'd love to hear how you're doing, how you're finding the transition period as we transition out of lockdown. I'd love to hear how you guys are finding it, how you're finding that your weeks are looking. Are they looking busier? Are they looking the same? Are you being cautious? Are you seeing everyone? Like, it's such a weird time. I'd be so interested to hear how you're handling it, and if you've got any tips for me as well, please do share them below. I think I am generally someone that's not amazing at planning my time and scheduling my time. I think I'm a bit of an all or nothing person. I often have a really busy schedule or a really empty schedule, and I kind of struggle to find that middle ground. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any thoughts on that as well. It's such a weird time that we're going through, and yeah, just sending my thoughts and love to you all. But yeah, I also thought that I would share what I've been up to recently. I have decided to take up a new hobby, and that is roller skating. I know that I'm a little bit late on the TikTok bandwagon. There's a real trend over there, and there has been for quite a while now, but I recently decided to get myself a pair of roller skates off of eBay. It's been a really lovely thing to do because I've got some friends in Oxford that are really into skating, and Matt really likes rollerblading, so it's been a really nice thing to do together as a couple as well, just to get out of the house and to have a bit of time away from the screens has been really lovely, especially as the weather's started to get nicer. So that's been a really lovely new thing to do, and there's been something really like childlike about it. I mean, I used to roller skate as well as I'm sure a lot of other people when I was a kid, and it's just been really nice, like almost getting back in touch with that side of myself, like the childlike side of myself, and just doing something that's really physical and satisfying. Just seeing my progress with this has been so satisfying and fulfilling. So I've been really enjoying that. So I've also been spending a lot of time with my family and friends as I've been able to, and it has been so refreshing to see them again. I have missed my family so much, and to be able to hug them again and be indoors with them has just been so special. I've really been enjoying that. With regards to my art business, I've been recently preparing for my June shop update. My shop update is going to be happening on the 1st of June, and with this update I'm going to be launching my new collection of polymer clay earrings, and I'm going to have stickers for sale for the first time ever, as well as some more ceramic clay vases and pots. There's only going to be a really small selection of those because they take a while to make, and they're all handmade, so there's a lot of love and time and energy that goes into them, and I haven't had the time to make a whole load of those. So the vases are going to be very limited, so if you're interested in grabbing yourself one of those, then I recommend getting in there quickly. There's also only going to be a few pairs of the polymer clay earrings because of the same reason. They take a long time to make and they're all handmade and hand painted, so if you're interested in grabbing yourself a pair, then keep a lookout. As I say, my shop's going to be updated on the 1st of June at 6 p.m. BST, so do keep your eye out for that. There's a link to my Etsy shop in the description of all of my videos, so if you're interested you can find it through there. As well as prepping for my Etsy shop update, I've also been working on my Patreon and trying to find a good rhythm and routine with that and applying that to my work schedule as well. It was really overwhelming the first week, and I was kind of like, I have so much to do, but I feel like as time's gone on over the past month, I've got into a real nice rhythm with it, and I really love posting on Patreon. I really love interacting and engaging with my patrons on Discord. It's just so lovely, and everyone has been so wonderful and so supportive, having such a lovely time over there. It's kind of interesting working with a new schedule, having Patreon to kind of factor into my time as well. As time's gone on over the past month, I've really started to get into a good routine, and I'm sure as time continues to go on, it'll just be kind of like a normal part of my routine. So I think it's going really well so far. I'm going to start planning my next few months of Patreon content ahead, I think, just so that I can stay on top of it and it's not something that I'm kind of frantically trying to pull together each week. Not that it's been too much like that, but I think for the first month there's definitely been a lot of learning curves, so I think it's always good to kind of plan these things ahead of time. And speaking of Patreon, this painting that I'm working on now is going to be June's A6 prints in the reward bundle for my £13 patrons and above. So if you really like this painting and would like to get your hands on it, then do feel free to click the link in the description of this video that will take you over to my Patreon page, and you can see all the things that are available to you at those tiers if you're interested in getting your hands on a print of this painting. So this is the outcome of the final painting. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me natter away about what's been on my mind recently and hearing a little bit of a life update and what's been going on with me. Please do let me know what's been going on with you guys in the comments, if there's anything new that's been going on in your life, or how you're doing. I just love to hear from you, so do drop me a comment below, it'd be really lovely. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please do like this video if you've enjoyed it, and do consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys next Monday for another video. Bye!